还是外面空气好。先生，我们去吃糖油粑粑吧。
你不是刚跟张之相拍胸脯，说要帮他找血衣吗？
既然阿福兄弟愿意帮忙，寻获血衣必定指日可待。
Very kind of them to help.
麻布头也不必安排衙役们去找了。
是。
我这不是想找个理由出来转转吗？
A reason to help with an ulterior motive.
在衙门里干等了一上午，那罗世文还没醒，可把我闷坏了。
Kind of.
那待会儿知县问起来，你打算怎么交差？
Looking for the coat will involve some walking.
这不还有先生吗？
我可没答应帮忙。
唉，瞬间没有心情找好吃的了。
Having a sound effect for the dots is kinda weird in this game, when most of the lines are voice acted anyway.
走不走？
Suddenly dot noise.
要去哪儿？
罗世文家。他首次作案，经验不足，时间又紧，说不定会在家里留下线索。
嘿嘿，先生的思路就是清晰。
Fairly natural place to start, one would think. We got some stuff in here that I didn't look at last time. Well, only one thing. Privileges of cultivated talents. A scholar who has passed the county-level imperial examination is known as a cultivated talent. Compared to the general public, they had certain privileges. Cultivated talents were able to write a letter of request when they needed to report something to local authorities, while the general public could only write a petition. When facing a magistrate, cultivated talents folded their hands in front and bowed as a courtesy instead of kneeling. Local authorities were not allowed to punish them at will. The general public could not address cultivated talents by their names and had to greet them as "my lord." The front door of a cultivated talent's house was 3 inches taller than others. It's very specific. Cultivated talents were exempted from partial taxes as well as statute labour. This is the courtroom. Fantastic. Well, I think we just came from in there, so we don't need to go in there again. A pass list of the candidate examination. Well, I'm not sure what that is, and their dialogue didn't clear it up entirely, so let's read about it. The candidate examination, or Tongshi, is the primary level examination in the Imperial examination system. It consists of 3 levels of examination: county, prefecture, and academy. After each examination, the examinee's number is announced in the form of a circle. The first examinee's number is raised by 1 character and located at the highest point of the circle's centre. Other numbers are arranged counterclockwise. The centre of the circle is written with a red character, which has a long vertical line and a short horizontal line, like the beginning of the character, which means auspicious. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce either of these characters. Wouldn't know how to begin. There's a ladder. house is conveniently very close to the courtroom. Is there anything else around here first? Bamboo. Excellent filaments for lamps. What about scaffolding? Can it make scaffolding? There's a fish. Maybe later. You have to think about it, though. Also very conveniently located. I guess this is a pretty small place. And this is not the right way. Fine. Into the abode we go then. Probably destruction of some variety of evidence, then, if I had to guess. There's a wooden bed. There's another wardrobe, but that apparently isn't interesting. There's a very suspicious mark on the wall, which looks like maybe some scroll was hung there, has been removed. And there's a bunch of shelves and a portrait on the wall. Moriarty? A very unusual choice to have hanging in your home. Molitai, the translated name for Professor James Moriarty, the famous villain in the stories of Sherlock Holmes. He was dubbed the Napoleon of Crime, outwardly a university mathematics professor with a respectable reputation, but secretly the head of a global criminal organisation masterminding half the crimes in London. The inspiration for this character is widely believed to have been drawn from Adam Worth, a notorious criminal of the 19th century. And a desk. Some shelves. And here's Arthur Conan Doyle. Coning Tao, the translated name for Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of the stories of Sherlock Holmes. As one of the most significant authors in the history of detective fiction, Conan Doyle originally pursued a career in medicine. After graduating, he opened a private clinic which unfortunately did not attract many patients. Instead, the novels he wrote in his spare time gained immense popularity. Besides the stories of Sherlock Holmes, he also wrote novels in genres including romance, science fiction, and historical fiction. More shelves. Lots of paper. That's what we have to say about that, apparently. Middle shelf. Probably unrelated. Pretty incriminating. We've got some blank. I think so too. Just checking the recording is going. It is. Now I can look at the wardrobe. It does look very, very similar. Not one this time. Two, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3. What is it with bodies being hidden in wardrobes in 19th century East Asia? and mystery games. Tell you what, if you end up time traveling to the early 20th century, in that part of the world, be very careful opening wardrobes.
是一具女尸，已经断气多时了。
昨天晚上，我们是不是见过他？
沈先生，我好像听到屋内有人叫。这是啊，又有人死了。难道罗世文又？
军爷，不忙下结论。
It's possible. Well, that seems a little bit too clean and simple, doesn't it? A little bit too easy.
先容我们调查一下尸体。
The editor. Well, off we go. I see some blood here. Is that another wound down here? Some bruising? That is definitely a neck wound. Fits with the strangulation theory. Not the drugged rice cake again. Well, I think the main thing we got from that was possibly knocked out again. Though that doesn't really fit if there was signs of resistance. Clawing at something? So, maybe not. Hours ago. fact it's so hot in here may have thrown things off slightly. Once more from the top. Let's look at some stuff in here first, though. Zhensheng, literally meaning the one who is born first in Chinese, but has extended to become a respectful term for a knowledgeable person, regardless of gender. In the Book of Rituals, it's mentioned when you meet a Zhensheng, you should not go beyond the road to engage in conversation with others, which refers to addressing a teacher as Yansheng. Additionally, the term has been used to address male spouses, officials, accountants, Taoist priests, and others. In modern times, influenced by the English word Mr., Zhensheng has begun to be used as a term of respect for males. Livor mortis! The visible purple-red bruises formed by cessation of the blood circulation and the accumulation of blood in the lower parts of the body after death. Time, pressure, and the cause of death can all affect the shape and colour of livor mortis. The livor mortis can be used to determine the time of death, the posture of death, and whether there have been any changes in the state of the body. Rigor mortis, probably the more commonly known of the two. Phenomenon of muscle rigidity and contracture after death. It usually begins to appear 1 to 3 hours after death and spreads from the masseter muscle to the entire body. The degree of rigor mortis can be used to determine the time of death, but factors such as external temperature, like I mentioned, and the physical condition of the deceased need to be considered. Exactly. The amount of heat in here may have thrown off the estimate a little bit because of that. Joint stiffness refers to the gradual stiffening and contraction of muscles after an organism's death, resulting in the fixation of finger and toe joints, making them difficult to bend or flex freely. This condition typically indicates that death occurred at least 9 to 12 hours prior. I saw there were scraps of something in there. Silk, apparently. Okay, well. It's our own footprints all along. you do that. It is still useful information. Exactly. Well, means the buns were delivered here after the victim died, but we don't know how long ago the victim got put in the cupboard, so something to keep in mind for now, I suppose. Getting a lot more evidence here than I was in the previous case, which makes a whole lot of sense. The bed! It's still a bed. The newspaper. It's still a newspaper, but we probably want it in evidence. Or not. Nothing new there. Could be the editor trying to help him, I suppose. Well, I knew this was going to come up because I had a look at the achievements. Charcoal everywhere. Charcoal entire thing. Particularly the bits where there's some writing. We've got writing here, we've got writing there, we've got writing just about everywhere. Have I used up the entire piece of charcoal? Yes. There's the achievement. We got half a letter.
先生，屋子已经搜索的差不多了。
And we've spent a fair bit of time in here.
咱们接下来怎么办？
吕先生是7个时辰前遇害的，
More like 15 hours ago now.
命案发生的时间差不多在子夜，也就是我到罗佩家后不久。你我很可能是最后见到他的人。阿福，昨天晚上你在镇上，可曾注意到什么异常？
咱俩分开后，我就去找船长介绍的那位阿大哥了，然后在铁匠铺看他打了一晚上铁，终于把需要的零件做好了。跟命案有关的事，还真是没注意到。
那也正常。
先生，咱们去问问镇上的人吧，说不定有目击证人呢。
虽然可以一试，但案件发生在深夜，有目击证人可能性很低。
Also, shouldn't leave the crime scene unattended.
白天说不定更有希望成为突破口。
啊？白天？案件不是发生在晚上吗？
这么做的理由是那盒包子告诉我的。
包子啊！
包子是盒出现在屋内，与现场的某条线索存在明显的矛盾。
How did they deliver and not leave footprints?
难道是脚印？
没错，有人将包子拿到了屋内，却没有留下任何脚印，这显然是不正常的。
你是说有人清理了现场的脚印？
可能是送包子的人，也可能在他之后还有其他人出入过。无论是谁，此人必定与案件有重大关联。
确实，否则他没有必要清理现场的脚印。
被清理掉的不只是脚印，屋内虽没发现打斗的痕迹，但死者身上是有抵抗伤的，那些痕迹说不定也被清理了。
凶器很可能也是被他带走的。
没错。
先生，我们快去找这个人吧。可以先去卖包子的那个高氏小吃看看。
No.
顺道再买点好吃的。
吃倒是次要的了。我想搞清楚吕先生昨晚经历了什么，他为什么会哭得那么伤心，又是怎么变成了今早这样？
吴大娘，这便是案发现场了。
这屋里可真热呀！
又是你们！你们在这里干什么？
当然是在调查现场了。
大胆！断案缉凶是衙门的职责，沈先生管得未免太宽了。
柜子中的尸体是我和阿福发现的，我自然是不会袖手旁观。
想袖手旁观也不行啊，谁知道马捕头会不会又把先生当成凶手？
哼！若你们真的清清白白，本部岂能冤枉你们？
Well, you did last time.
闲话少说，赶紧出去！本部和乌大娘要调查现场了。
But fine. Nothing new to look at in here? No. Narrows things down further. That was what I was thinking towards the end of Case 1, but now seems less likely. Seems much less likely. Well, I do have a lot of things in there. Too many possible options right now. Yeah, that's what throws off that theory. Again, too many options right now. Right, well, I see there's something up on the roof. And I see that you're looking up at it. Hello there. I got that, thanks. relatively simple since there's a ladder, but there appears to be a rung missing. A crossbeam would be a long straight rod with 2 grooves in it. Beam, not bean. Nothing further to look at in this direction. Nothing that I haven't already looked at, anyway. Ladder repaired. What's this, then? The 4 books annotations. There goes the body. What is this admission ticket, anyway? Admission ticket is used in ancient imperial examinations. It contains information such as the candidate's name and seat number. When the candidates submit their exam papers, they must peel off the admission ticket to keep for comparison when the results are announced. The admission ticket often includes additional information such as the candidate's height, facial features, and birthmarks, which facilitate the examiners in verifying the candidate's identity through visual characteristics. It's a proof of identity, basically. So when you're collecting your exam results, they can be sure that the exam results that they're handing back to you are definitely yours. Sure. I wouldn't really call it an admission ticket, but sure. This book is a unique cheating tool for the Imperial examination in the Qing dynasty, which was only 1/14 the size of a traditional bound book. However, it contained the complete texts of the Great Learning, the Doctrine of the Mean, and the Analects of Confucius, as well as detailed annotations by prominent scholars from the Song dynasty. The characters were extremely small, resembling the size of a mosquito's head, yet the strokes were remarkably clear. It has been recognized by the Guinness World Records as the ancient book with the smallest size and text among over 100,000 kinds of ancient books existing in China. People have been finding ways to impressively cheat at exams for hundreds of years. Sure. It's still the courtroom. Hello, man with a book on his head. By buying this book. Uh-huh. Very hard to sell. A business card. compare a couple of things. We have this. And we have this. That could be the same signature. This seal. They're definitely both, a slightly jaggedy square. Here's the blacksmith. These stripes do look a lot closer together than they would be on a ladder's rung, though. Always good to tap more things to read. That'll be a yes, then. Okay. A handle for a bamboo cutting knife. It's, maybe about the right length, but I don't see any vertical stripes on it. The sheath for a sword. Possible, but I think those look a little bit too thick. A rolling axis on a rolling pin. Short sword dagger. Ironic. These look more like the correct thickness, but not on the right kind of weapon. An improved hoe. And generic stuff. cutting knife. Aha. Possible. Probably not. Here's the food stand. I would like to order some information, please. Probably not. Ah, yes. Opium. You could start a war about that. That'll be the one in the newspaper. That'll be it for here, then. And this is all the way to the right. Sensible enough. I already spotted that, thank you. There's also the seal on this, but I don't think that's quite the same. I think we're talking about this, right? Yes, I already mentioned and spotted, and spotted and mentioned that. Mentioned and spotted and mentioned. Guess that confirms it, though. And that confirms another bit of my speculation. It's been resealed. Makes sense, the body has now been removed. Co-authorship, maybe? A little bit late for that. Well, not sure there's any relation. At least not any obvious relation. This may be worth investigating more thoroughly.
先生，有人在敲鼓。
声音似乎是从衙门的方向传来。我们过去看看吧。
Maybe that means we're almost done with the investigating. I bet it's co-authorship. What else have we got in here? The Hall Drum. A drum placed at the entrance of county government offices in ancient times, often painted red with white skins. Served three purposes. First, if the common people had grievances, they could state their complaints by beating the drum, and relieve some stress at the same time. Second, the county official would beat the drum to gather the crowd and assemble the staff when entering the court. Third, the drum was beaten to announce the county magistrate's return from official duties outside, serving as a reminder for subordinates to report their work in a timely manner. Only in cases of significant or urgent matters could the common people beat the hall drum. Frivolously causing a disturbance over trivial matters not only resulted in the refusal of the case, but also led to physical punishment. Do not touch drum without the reason.